Welcome back to the Gridiron Experts coverage of the 2020 NCAA Tournament, where we have an absolute thriller on our hands as the number one seeded Baylor Bears are tied at 40 with the fifth seeded Wisconsin Badgers in our first Sweet 16 game of this year's tournament. A spot in the Elite Eight on the line, the winner coming out of the South region. It has been a tale of two halves for both of these squads. Baylor starting out hot and really cooling down in this second half, while Wisconsin has really started to pick it up, and you can see they have done a phenomenal job on the glass so far in this second half. Dmitrik Trice trying for three, and he's got it. Wisconsin jumping out to an early three-point lead in this fourth quarter. 3:20 remaining in the game. Much needed timeout for Scott Drew and his Baylor Bears, trying to figure out what's going wrong here. They are doing a pretty bad job on the glass. They are struggling to defend the perimeter, a major reason why Wisconsin has crawled back into this game. And the Bears are looking to avoid becoming the third number one seed to be eliminated from this year's tournament. Gonzaga already falling to Oklahoma. Kansas already falling to LSU in the Midwest region. Gillespie's got it at the top of the key, looking to make a move. Doing a great job driving inside. Needs to go up with it. No contact, no foul. Questionable calls throughout the entire game. Davison bringing it up the court. He's got an open look for three. He's going to take it. Baylor really avoiding disaster there. Still staying within one possession right now. Brad Davison, you can see, usually a pretty prolific scorer for the Badgers, held to just 3 points tonight. It's huge for Baylor, trying to keep him cold. Gillespie working on him again, trying to get Baylor something to stay in this game. Jared Butler, the leader for the Bears, as we know, can't connect. Can't get the tip in to go. God, nothing is falling for the Bears. Still a 3-point game, though. Here we go, Potter. Wisconsin, as we know, a pretty good three-point shooting team. They've been ripping it from three tonight. Field goal percentage not the best from there, though. Still a relatively low-scoring game. Davison thought about it. Bringing it back, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Potter's going to take it. Can't connect, but once again, another offensive rebound for the Badgers. That's been the cancer for the Bears so far tonight. Davison back out to Stokes, 5 seconds to shoot. He's going to pull it, and he connects. 5-point game. Wisconsin, a minute 50 away from advancing to the Elite Eight and knocking out the one-seeded Baylor Bears. Jared Butler's got to move. Baylor has to play with a sense of urgency here. Back out to Butler in the corner. 5 seconds to shoot. He's going to take a three. And he's got it! He's got it! And Greg Gard chooses to take a timeout here. A 2-point game with a minute and a half remaining. Baylor still in this thing. What a shot. You talk about clutch. Butler has been that for the Bears all season long. Been the leader for this team. And what many are considering to be Scott Drew's best team since he arrived in Waco. And hopefully his best team can continue a run in this year's tournament. You can see one of the top players tonight, Dmitrik Trice. It hasn't been Davis, it hasn't been Potter, it's been Trice. 17 points of the 45 for the Badgers tonight. And he's hoping that his efforts were justified and not wasted here in this South region. Minute 20 remaining, 2-point game. Baylor looking to advance. Pritzl working on Butler. Trapped in the corner, 3 seconds to shoot. He's got to take it. Can't connect. Butler and the Bears have a chance to take the lead here. Need to slow it down a little bit. Play to their tempo. Had a man in the corner, didn't take him. Butler driving in. Hesitating, going up. It's blocked! Too much hesitation in the lane. He needed to kick it out. Couldn't do it. 45 seconds remaining. 2-point game. Wisconsin can hold and get the shot clock down. He's going to take the layup. They cannot connect. God, so many missed layups tonight. So many missed easy shots. Wisconsin's going to be kicking themselves. Great pass inside. Butler ties the game. 33 seconds remaining. And we are all knotted up at 45. What a game. What a way to kick off this year's Sweet 16. Wisconsin. 26 seconds left. Each team should have time for one more possession. Over in the corner. 7 to shoot. Potter working on Butler. He goes up, and it's no good. Timeout Baylor. They have a chance to win it at the buzzer. They have a chance to win at the buzzer. Very smart timeout by Scott Drew. Set up a play. 10.7 seconds is plenty of time to draw up something, to set up something, and to get a shot off that does not have to be rushed. Once again, we want to thank you for watching our coverage of this year's NCAA Tournament. This is just round one, ladies and gentlemen. Just the first game of the 2020 Sweet 16. And once again, we want to apologize for the lack of audio, for the lack of crowd noise. We can, of course, thank NBA 2K for the lack thereof. We can't share it to you by using that. So we hope you enjoy the commentary. I hope you just enjoy this little bit of action during this time of, quarantine and lack of sports. I couldn't think of a better way to kick off this Sweet 16. We've got Baylor coming out of a timeout. 10.7 seconds. With a spot in the Elite 8 on the line. Butler, he's been hot in this fourth quarter. He's looking to win it. 5 to shoot. Pulls it. And we're going to overtime. No good. I don't think that was the play that Scott Drew wanted. I do not think that was the play that Baylor wanted to come out of that timeout with. Not enough ball movement there. Butler not getting much separation. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are going into overtime. Once again, you can't complain about extra basketball. 1-seeded Baylor, 5th-seeded Wisconsin, tied at 45. 2-minute overtime period, as we, of course, are playing 4-minute quarters. And here we go. Demetric Trice, he has been on fire tonight. As we mentioned, 17 points. Who's going to be able just to get a couple buckets? That's probably all it's going to take to get to this next round. Little hesitation in the lane. Can't get it to go. That's 2 missed layups in the past few minutes for Wisconsin. Once again, that's something they're definitely going to dwell on. Horrible pass. Quick steal. Trice going all the way. And he's got it. 19 on the night. 8 turnovers for Baylor tonight. Once again, we mentioned how bad they were in that second round against Colorado. Lots of turnovers. They made up for it with the 3-pointers. Teague thought about taking one there himself. In the lane, no contact once again. Once again, questionable calls in the lane, as they always are in March Madness. But Freddie Gillespie gets a quick steal. Another poor pass by the Badgers. Teague driving in himself. And a missed layup. Wisconsin missing a couple on their end. Baylor missing a clutch one there that would have tied the game once again. We've got Pritzl out to Trice. 19 again on the night. Wall, the top of the key. Working in the corner is Potter. 5 seconds to shoot. A shot here could end it. He's got an open look. And he's got it. It's a 4-point game. Timeout Baylor. Much needed. Micah Potter shooting 50% from the field tonight. 12 huge points. But maybe none bigger than that mid-range jumper that he just took right there to give Wisconsin a 4-point lead with just 47 seconds remaining. Scott Drew has to draw something up in this huddle. Baylor has to get some sort of points out of this break. 4 points, anything will do. Anything will do. Butler gets the inbounds pass. Right in the middle of the paint. Lays it up. No good. Got the rebound. Thunderberg throwing it in. 2-point game. And if Baylor gets to stop here, they will once again have a chance at the buzzer to win it or tie it. Pritzl sends it out to Potter. Back up to the top of the key. 2-point game. 27 seconds remaining. Wisconsin can waste a lot of time off the clock. Pritzl driving in on Butler. And he's got it to go. Another timeout Baylor. Wisconsin, after missing so many layups in the fourth quarter and the beginning of this overtime, making a few clutch ones down the stretch. The lead is back up to 4 with 19 seconds remaining. And we are looking at our third number 1 seed getting taken down before the Elite 8. Guys, when I say this has been absolute madness in this year's tournament, I mean it. Go back and take a look at what happened in the round of 64. Take a look at what happened in the round of 32. We are seeing one of the wildest NCAA tournaments we've seen in a long time, and it will even be crazier if Wisconsin can hold on to this lead. We're coming out of the break here. Once again, Baylor needs something. They just have to score. They have to get some points here. Butler, the game manager, wasting too much time. 15 seconds. He's got to drive in. He's got to get this. He's going to kick it out to Teague, who hits it. He hits the three. 10 seconds remaining, and they've got a foul. Baylor does, and it's a 1-point game. Masio Teague hitting the three from the corner, a contested one we should add, and Baylor is not done yet. 1-point game, 10 seconds remaining. They've got a foul. And Wisconsin now in the bonus. Not many fouls been given in this game. The best the Badgers can do is make it a 3-point game, and that is still one possession. Baylor would have a chance to tie. Micah Potter, fairly solid free throw shooter here. Let's see how he does at the line. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Hit a clutch mid-range jumper earlier. And he can't connect on the first. Shooting 50% from the field, perfect from the line tonight, and he misses on the first attempt. 8 seconds remaining. And he can't connect on the second one. Baylor, no timeouts left. They have 5 seconds. Any shot will win it. Butler, 2. Deep 3, there's a foul. Demetric Trice has fouled Baylor. But luckily, it was not a shooting foul. Didn't appear to be. But I think Baylor's going to the line anyways. He is. Oh, they called a flagrant foul. A flagrant foul on Demetric Trice, who has had such a great game. Thunderbird for the tie. He's got it. He connects. Tie ball game, 51-51, 1.8 seconds, and Baylor gets the ball with a chance to win it at the buzzer. It's into Gillespie at the buzzer, and we're going to double overtime. Ladies and gentlemen, can you believe it? Jared Butler's game-winning three is off the back of the iron, but Demetric Trice commits a flagrant foul away from the ball. And after one clutch free throw, we are heading to double overtime in just our first Sweet 16 game. Who loves free basketball? Because that's what we're getting. 2 more minutes back on the clock, tied at 51. Baylor and Wisconsin in an instant classic. Baylor wins the opening toss this time. They've got to be more disciplined. They've got to take better shots. They've got to be more cautious of the time. Out to Teague in the corner. Hit a clutch 3 earlier. Thunderbird at the free throw line. Setting a screen. Butler trying to drive. 5 seconds to shoot. From the top of the free throw line is no good. Minute and a half remains. Wisconsin a chance to take the lead. Pritzel. Great pass into Potter. Back to the top to Demetric Trice. He's been hot. Can't get it to fall. Those mid-range jumpers and really short-range shots have been the kryptonite for Wisconsin tonight. Butler's got a man in the corner. It's Teague. Cannot get it to go. Here's Wisconsin again. We are scoreless in the second overtime so far. What an absolute thriller. Micah Potter out to Wall at the top of the key. Pritzel. Once again working on Butler. Potter again. 50 seconds, 7 to shoot. Tie ball game. No points have been scored yet. Potter working inside the lane. Cannot get it to go. We are still scoreless. Freddie Gillespie pushing it up the court for the Bears. They need to slow it down here. They've got time. Each team should get about one more possession left. Jared Butler in the lane. Great pass. And he lays it in. It's Forrester. It's a 2-point Baylor lead. Something that seemed improbable just a few minutes ago. Baylor has taken a 2-point lead with 27.8 seconds remaining. And Greg Gard wants a timeout to think things over and draw up a play, because this very well could be the Badgers' last possession. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, we do want to thank you for watching us here at the Gridiron Expert in this year's 2020 NCAA Tournament. We do apologize for the lack of audio, but I think this instant classic certainly makes up for that. So out of the timeout, Wisconsin, what can they do? They have struggled in the overtime periods. They've struggled on short-range shots, but they have got to go. Davison in the lane. Pritzel had an open look, decided not to take it. 10 seconds to shoot, 15 seconds remaining. Pritzel out to the corner. It's Potter, who's got a good look. Can't connect. Offensive rebound. And there's a foul. Wow. Wow. Oh, that could have been disaster for the Bears had they gotten to and one. But it is a foul. Wisconsin, a chance to tie the game from the line with 5 seconds remaining. You talk about some clutch shots down the stretch. Talk about some clutch fouls. Trice committing one in the first overtime. Another one here. Stokes at the line. He connects on the first. It's a 1-point game. Wisconsin a chance to tie it up with 5 seconds. Here's Stokes again. And he connects again. Timeout. Scott Drew advances the ball up a little bit. 53 off. 5 seconds remaining. And I'm beginning to wonder, will this game ever end? Will we get out of this first Sweet 16 matchup in the South Region, the South Region semifinal? The winner, of course, will be taking on the winner of UCLA, the 11 seed, and Florida State. So UCLA and Wisconsin, kind of the Cinderella stories in this South Region. The Badgers surviving a big-time 5-12 upset, getting past Villanova in that 5-4 matchup, and now taking the number 1 seeded Baylor Bears down to the wire. Baylor, as we have seen multiple times in the fourth quarter, in the first overtime, and now in the second, had the chance to win at the buzzer. 5 seconds remaining. They've got to get it in. It's into Funderburk. Butler, 2, 1, at the buzzer. He got it! He got it! 0.6 of a second left. Jared Butler, the leader for the Bears. 2-point lead for Baylor with 0.6 of a second. Are you kidding me? They have had shot after shot after shot, not been able to fall, but finally, with 0.6 of a second remaining in the second overtime, Jared Butler hits the shot, and Baylor looks like they are headed to the Elite Eight. Wisconsin does have one last chance. They will be able to get a shot off. It's into Pritzel at the buzzer. Off the back of the iron. It would have been good if it went. And Baylor survives in a 2-overtime thriller. They are headed to the Elite Eight. What a game. What an absolute game. Credit to the Bears. Credit to the Badgers. An instant NCAA Tournament classic. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for watching this coverage from us here at the Gridiron Expert. Stay tuned for more Sweet 16 action in the following days. But for right now, try to recover from a game that will go down in history, in March Madness history. A one shining moment for Jared Butler and the Bears. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time right here at the Gridiron Expert.